Okay, welcome to a brand new EU4 campaign. Fun fact, I sometimes stream this game, so you're very lucky to manage to get here in time for one. I put it up to a vote what our next campaign was going to be. It could have been Pious Estonia, where we're going to eradicate the Orthodox faith. It could have been... help me out, what was the other one? It was so good I already can't remember it. But the one that was victorious is playing as Armenia and restoring the borders of Greater Armenia at its height. Ah yes, the other one was Dahomey, to get the awesome achievement Where the Heart Is. We have to chase out all the Sunni nations. Okay, but no, what we have to do is play as Armenia. Oh, but they're not on the map. We'll sort that soon enough. And we have to restore Armenia to its greatest height. Now, what is its greatest height? Well, here's a bit of a helping image for you. That's the Armenian Empire that we'll be putting together, or some interpretation of it. These things are always a bit hard to piece together in our borders, but we will figure it out. Without further ado, since I'm certain that everything is looking, sounding, and functioning as it should, let's get into it. And we will be playing naturally as Ak Koyunlu. There's no point not playing with Iron Man mode on, so... No, we have a name for this. It's Armenian Tiger, because that's clever. Let's go. Played a lot in this region of late, points out Dicey. You are correct, but it wasn't my choice to be playing here. Still like it though. I mean, when you have the Ottomans and all these other large empires around you, it does get quite intimidating, and that I like. So we are the Ak Koyunlu Sultanate, and obviously the first thing that you want to do before you release and play as yourself is queue up loads of units to make this guy go bankrupt and destroy all his forts so he has a bad time, is what a complete casual would say. No, we're going to leave Ak Koyunlu completely intact, and we're going to jump over to releasing and playing as Armenia. Let's do it. It's something you can do when rushing for exploits, like especially when you want to play as Man, you just sink England before you release and play as them. Or one of the more clever things I saw was feed Man loads of land, integrate them, then release and play as them. But it's not in the spirit of the achievement, right? And in our case, we have to start out as pathetic little Armenia and restore glorious Greater Armenia under their greatest Tigran leadership. So, what do we have right now, and why did we start with Ak Koyunlu? Well, Armenia starts with quite a few cores, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total, and it's not even all in their culture. Some of these are Georgians. How very strange, but what you going to do? So, Bitlis wasn't really an option because they're already a subject of Kara Koyunlu. I could have played as Samtske, but I mean I would have instantly overwhelmed them. No, it's a bit more fun to be at Kara Koyunlu's pet, because we have plenty of experience in peddling with the sheep. Actually, I'm getting bad flashbacks to Hiss and Kaifa, but those are behind us, right? So we are subject to the Black Sheep, and he doesn't have a lot of weaknesses this early on. Religiously, he's in a lot of strife, but I think he's going to power on through that. What we need to do is get our independence, get our cores back, try to get everything nice and Coptic, and redraw those borders. I have no idea how we're going to go about this, but one advantage we have to being where we are is the Coptic faith is quite a bit stronger, courtesy of both Axon and Yerevan being under Coptic control and Coptic faith. So far be it for me to actually have some core creation cost. You never normally see that. And I think missionary strength is going to be important to us as we try to stabilize our empire. I say that, but I mean, first we have to build said empire. We are going to hemorrhage money. We have no manpower, no sailors, no stability. We got nothing. I hope we have a good ruler. Well, I'll be damned. We do. He's pretty awesome and he's young. That's first bit of good luck for this campaign. What I'm going to need to do is seek support pretty much immediately. No one is going to want to give it to us, but the Mamluks are not too far away. They don't like me, but I can change that. A jam is a bit far away, and a jam is a real sink or swimmer. If Timurids falls apart fast, then a jam won't know what hit them. However, if Timur... Well, it's not about Timur really, it's about the great Sultan Shahrukh. If he manages to stay out of his deathbed for just a little bit, then a jam will be no more, and then they'll be gone. Man, what is going on in the chat? I can't even see what's going on. Right. Fortunately, we've fulfilled a mission already. We managed to liberate Yerevan. So, finally we are free once more. I don't know about free, but I guess we will make Yerevan great. How's this gonna go down? Not actually sure. I suppose the best thing to do is to improve relations with the Mamluk Sultan, and I could improve with a jam. I'm tempted to put a claim onto Karakayunlu in the off chance that he gets the event where he has to surrender land to me, which would be awesome. If I can get myself closer to Debritz, that'd be great, even though Ganja is better land. So, a massacre sounds good, so keep it up. A jam is more tempting because there's a good chance that they will come out on top when it comes to his fighting with the great Timur. I mean, it's Timur versus Timur. The ancient city is safely in Coptic hands. Damn right it is. And we're righteous. Not that legitimacy matters much for us right now. There's no point paying for this fort, but I do want it around because it's going to be pretty excellent. That's 3,000 men I can throw at a problem if I get sieged down in mountainous terrain, which is great. I feel bad for the vast Turkish fan base around here because it's going to be the third campaign in not very long, maybe even the fourth, where the Turks are our main antagonists, but that's what you get for just being too good. Growing economy. Well, yeah, existing, I suppose, is preferable to not existing. But I fear there's not a lot I can do until I can get some support. Mamluks are still rather far away. The Ottomans would if they could reach me, but I don't really want them able to reach me. If they were able to punch a hole down here and get to Karakayunlu, that's a different story, but we'll have to hope for it. Will you restore the Coptic religion while you're at it? No, I just want to get the borders, and then we are Kushti. Because, as the title implies, Monster Hunter World is coming out very soon. This Thursday, in fact. I even have time booked off to play it to death. And like I say, the best outcome is that the game really sucks. Then I can put it down. Okay, I hope he doesn't... Oh, he does have too many relations. That's throwing a -20 onto that, which might make it a bit difficult to get them on my side. However, hopefully we have... Oh, man. I have someone available, but he's far too expensive. I don't have 56... Oh, I have exactly 56 ducats for you. Well, that might be money worth throwing at getting the Mamluks on our side, but we'll see how this plays out. How about you, Ajam? Not a whole lot to say. I'm going to need troops, is what I could say, but I might find that I'm better served not having troops for a while. We have quite a lot of vision, given our position and religion, and, well, actually, wow, we've got a load of vision. We can even see the non-Dharma India. God, I want Dharma to be out, because without it, I have a lot of old things that I don't really want, including old estates and old government stuff. You know, I try not to shill the game too hard when I'm streaming here, but Dharma is so good. Well, we gotta wait just a bit longer. In fact, we have not even announced when it's out, so that might be trouble. Okay, what's going on? I think I don't really need a leader at this point, but I don't really suffer much from grabbing him now, and it allows me to drink that military power. With that in mind, and since my ruler is so good, I think it's worth my time focusing on mill so I can really charge forward with my mill tech. Probably shouldn't have waited 1 year before doing that. Jake released Armenia, correct? Oh, I didn't mention the other possibility, which was to play as somebody and form Armenia. Are there even any Armenian nations on the map? The answer is no, we are the only one. No, that's not true. There is Karabakh. They are also subject to Karakyunlu, but I wanted to play as Armenia from the get-go so we can admire those awesome ideas. But also, you know, anyone can form nations these days. I want to play as Armenia from the very start. So since, well, I want to have one last check on support for independence before I... Ooh, we're close with you. Very close. Might even be worth sinking the money on you. How's our relations? That could go up by another 40. That'll almost get us there. So, Armenian ideas. We'll let the game run as we chew through them. So we start off with war exhaustion reduction and morale recovery speed. One of those is useful. Missionary strength is going to be great because I have a lot of converting I'm going to have to do. Reclamation of our land. conversion strength. Was that gimped when I played before? Nah, never mind. Development cost might be super useful since this land is going to be garbo. Dip rep could do that now, but hey ho. Tax is really middling. Regiment cost is actually really good. Army attrition is great. Production efficiency is great. Attrition for enemies, well, it might be all we have going for us, because even with all this land taken back, it's not even 400 development. I'll be lucky to ever be a great power. Somebody's pointing out my merchants are very lazy. We could certainly be making more money. I'm going to have you there, and I could collect, or I could I'm actually going to use you to transfer down to Alexandria. Is that where you're actually going to function? Or is that how you're going to function, rather? Nope, down there you go, because I want that money taken away from Constantinople. Also, because somebody is redirecting money, it actually makes my otherwise fairly pathetic guy a bit better. He gets plus 10% because he's transferring. If you end up... another thought is to actually have you establish communities there. It might be useful when I'm trying to get busy with the Mamluk Sultan, who very nearly would support my independence. What are you up to? Why is he on my border? What would he be doing? He's probably going to go fight Ardabil. I doubt he'd be fighting... No, he could be fighting a jam, but then why would he not be down in Iliam? He's also paying for Baghdad and Mosul. Okay, I think he's... Let's consider this. He has his claim on Ardabil. Ardabil are allied with Shirvan and Gilan, so I guess I better get my fort rockin'. Curses. We need a Speed 5 campaign. Not sure we do. So one thing people often ask me for is, when are you going to have a Speed X no pauses run? That's really not how I want to play, so don't count on it. So a jam is currently getting their keister kicked, and they are savagely losing, and well, would you look at that, the ruler did not hold on, but still I don't fancy a jam's chances against... Okay, the subjects of Timur are not going to help out in this war, surely, but Timur alone still has the might to put a jam down here, so I'm going to bring you back, and I'm going to get some claims going on Kara. I think that's going to be a bit more useful. I've got to also try to distinguish my sheep. I'm sure I'm going to get Ak and Kara mixed up here. Make Kara hate me? I mean, I need Kara to hate me just a bit, so sod off. Would also be a good idea to get other claims going about, but I desperately need... Oh, I could almost get that support. In fact, it's do or die for that. So I'm actually going to have to splurge all this money. There's a lot more money than I want to spend on you. I'm going to wait until the very moment that it would be useful. So right now, yeah, I mean... A subject cannot receive support for independence while it has a truce with its... Oh, yeah, that's true. That's irritating, but true, and I'm glad I didn't waste that money. Okay, well, I remember we put that in because it was annoying to have your subjects immediately get support after you beat them down. But now the shoe is on the other foot. Who else could I go pleading with? Akyunlu hate Kara, so they might be an idea. Kara would if they wouldn't. You know, nothing wrong with making friendly with a white sheep. Alright, I don't see any threat to my fortification, so we're going to mothball that and keep on keeping on. Now, I almost have to think long-term here, because even when I'm free, I could mop up quite a bit of this dirt, but I'm still threatened by large, scary empires, not least of which are the Ottomans, unless they get thoroughly hammered by Albania and friends. Albania got the Hungarian alliance, they have the guarantee by Venice. Next up they need to join a Genoese trade node. Trade league, that's what I'm looking for. You're doing God's work there, Karakayunlu, and while this is going down, it would be great if he lost, but that doesn't, that might end up with my land being forfeit if I get independence. That's just a bonus, right? So, I want... Well, okay, I'm a bit annoyed that he's already converting that, which means I don't want it so much. Koi will now have recently converted Malice to it. He's doing very good at his conversions here. Karakayunlu is a lot easier a country to play. It used to be truly horrible. Opportunity knocks. I'm going to be hurting for stability before too long, so let's crank it up while we can. Nobility won't like me, but what you going to do? It's better than the minuscule amount of money they would offer me. So Karaman's actually duking it out with Ramazan, not something you often see. Karaman is friendly with Akyunlu. This is good news for me because the Ottomans are probably going to gun down Karaman and then they'll be forced into Akyunlu. And then I'll get them very unfriendly with Kara, which will work out for me. Seems a lot of savage stuff going on in the chat right now, so just unsheath the swords and cut down whoever is being a dissident. It's very fitting for where we're playing here today. Alright, I should have remembered the thing about truces, so I'm gonna speed 5 my way to, well, 1449. Alright, war's over. We took a lot of casualties there, but such is the nature of fighting here. Oh well, one of the wars was over. Excellent. You know what else is excellent? Sometimes you gotta get your own hands dirty. Alright, soon, very soon. I almost have what I need to get the other claim going. Alright, you're pretty lost cause. A Jam and Akyunlu aren't going to be saying yes. And I need to get you back up to maximum relations and hope that you say yes. There are other things I can do. I can raise myself an army. And that... I can't raise much of an army. Probably 4,000 men would be me topping out. But... no, 4,000 men would not steer this by 5. It's okay, in November though I'll be able to get that done. Jake, any DDR planned in the near future? As soon as I get my... Oh my, Akyunlu just became my target. He took over a whole bunch of land that I'm going to need, so I need Akyunlu to fall out with the Ottomans before long. And they should, because the Ottomans, once they... Oh, goody goody. Alright, that's looking good. Also, I want Ardabil. It's one of the many things that I want. Let's get you back. Ardabil or Kui. I mean, Ardabil is better in just about every way. I liked it more when it was not owned by Kara, though. Alright, with that done, Jake, will you turbo dev the Renaissance? I have a great leader for doing that, so I'm not all that sure. I know I will turbo get this and get ourselves some innovativeness from the very start, because although we're not playing as a fantastic nation, we're not gimped by god-awful ideas from the start, so I might be able to make something work here. Now, Mamluks just... oh, that's so not quite what I need it to be. Damn, I'm probably going to have to raise a little bit of an army just to make them say okay to being my friend. How about you and your friendships? You're allied with Mushasha. But your army is not great. If I got Mammi on my side, I would probably just pull the trigger immediately. Because I need Kara dead, and Mamluks are the strongest. The strongest they ever do. Oddly enough, when the Mamluks expand, they actually get weaker because they don't have the ability to govern all that land. But as long as they hold on to this, they are scrumptious in terms of using for your own devices. So yes, I will get Mamluks, and I will come thundering down. Now, Akyunlu don't hate me, but they hate Kara. I should be able to get access to them and run away like a coward. Alright, we got an heir to the throne. David actually sounds like a good, strong name. I like that. I don't like this, though. Who is that joker? She needs to go. She needs to never have the throne herself. 352. Okay, it's significantly worse than what I have in store at the moment, but I suppose it'll do. That relationship isn't going anywhere soon, so I'll get these units raised. It's going to take till next month. Just hope Mammy doesn't start any wars of their own. No point spying on you right now, I dare say. So a couple of units should be enough to make that. Oh, it's not. Oh, that's harsh. That is really harsh. I mean, I could gift them, but I need that money for an advisor. You have bamboozled me. I need that. What's the -2 I'm getting there? Oh, yeah, their opinion of me could be stronger, but there's not a whole lot I can do to help out with that. I've improved relations as much as I can. It's about to drop down again, so I might as well keep that there. Alright, I don't have much of a choice. I'm going to have to build up my army to force limit, putting the 4 in my force limit. That was clever in a way. Okay, welcome Renaissance. We'll bring you back, so you don't need to do what you do. My truce is over with you. And it's so close. Copts in Lower Nubia come out of hiding. Well, good for you. Hey! Makuria, not bad. Makuria's got the land under wraps, and that for me allows... I mean, how can you say no to discipline? I did previously, but how can you say no? Sadly, it doesn't show up as my mission here because I didn't really liberate Cairo. Still, need to keep an eye on this. The moment that says -4, then I'm good to go. And what? I just raised all the men I could. How is this not enough? Even teched up? Oh, but so did he. Oh, the fact that Karak Yunlu have not teched up means this is a golden opportunity. But how in the blue blazes do I get them on my side? 53 ducats. I could try and raise one more unit. See if that'll get me where I need to be. But if that doesn't do it, then... then I'm in trouble. I'm in a considerable amount of trouble. Well, just gotta keep my eye on this. There we go. Well, whatever I did there worked a lot. Alright, I have to hemorrhage money for a wee bit. I hate this. Oh god, where am I even going to get the money for you? Well, needs must. I must get that independent support. So, hurrah. I can't overspend on my units here. It's just a no-go. However, when I become independent, I'll have more money to play with, so I can drive that right the way down. I have enough money to just barely see myself through, but I don't like that. Remember, loans are completely forbidden. So ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. I should declare independence then. Do this. I'll be able to get more money out of them. Okay, so this will hurt me in a lot of horrific ways, but the Mamluks should be able to do pretty much all of the heavy lifting for me. That's the dream. I wish I could have my fort up and fully active for this, but I can't really. Yeah, I can't afford it. Just gonna have to go for it. Needs must. But good, they still have crappy tech, despite this guy. How... Oh my. You got a pretty good ruler there, don't you? Alright, I have a few things I have to do. One is run for my life. One is activate the... Oh, it is active, of course. And the other is suckle those Circassian teats as hard as I can do. Right, there we go. I got a month to make ends meet here. Now, it would be nice to go and jump one of his unmaintained forts, but really, not happening. Mamluks are going to have to fight this one out for me. So with that, I actually have a bit more income, so I would get a slightly more money out of you, and I'm going to need it, so I'm just going to have to take it. I like that, but so be it, as they say. Probably should have given this away to an estate. I mean, my options are limitless, right? So, looking at the scorecard straight away, yeah, we're on top, but neither side is really bulked up yet. What I need is for Mamluks to score the victories at the very start before the enemies tech up. Put your leader in charge of the army, Jake. Never even had a look at him, but with that 2 siege, he might be particularly useful. Money is not going to be good, but it's all going away to that... I don't want to pay my army, but I don't want to get caught either. All my money is going away to that ludicrously expensive advisor. I will get rid of some of you and boost you up. Gotta make all the money we can, you know? Now fly! Let fly! Oh, you are so fired. Getting an advisor was good luck. Having him at that level was the opposite of good luck. Getting those subsidies, very good luck. So, it seems like the Mammies are immediately going for those forts. I hope they don't get caught out. We're fighting on the enemy's turf here. I also need my fort to hold out somewhat. It's not going to do a great job at that as it is, so I'm actually going to get a defensiveness edict. Doesn't cost me a lot since it's my capital area anyway. Got a good discount on that. I wonder if he'd be so bold as to be guided around by me. Haha, he doesn't have the numbers to... Oh, now he has the numbers. Now he very has the numbers to deal with that. Well, if you would attach to me, we could get a lot done, but I somehow don't think he will. I'll help you out with Mosul at the very least, though. Oh, no, it looks like he wants to come here. Come on, we could rock his world in those mountains. But on the other hand, those mountains are going to hold out a long time. It's level 3. I only get -2 from that because I've got half garrison there. I think we should take advantage of their their unfortified Mosul. Come on, we could break it down. Might lose my capital in all of this, but you can't win them all. Oh, you got Tech 4. Right, that's going to make it a non-trivial battle. Oh, what are you up to, Mamluks? That's some scary ideas you have about fighting him, even in mountains. You have 4 fire, but he has 3 shock. I'm telling you now. Okay, right, you're going to siege down Bitlis. That's not too bad. I feel like there should be more damage dealt here. Get those occupations going. They could be my lifeblood. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I was hoping he would go and attack with that 20 stack into those mountains. That would be very favourable. Well, maybe not very favourable, but favourable. I can also prevent this conversion by sieging this down. And my glorious capital's holding out here. This is good. With a bit of luck, they could influence your nation, Jay. Oh, that would be good. And no, I'm not keeping the advisor, but to prevent exploits like what you could have seen there, Oh, Akiyunlu do not like me. Why would they not like me? We're so friendly. Well, he doesn't have a claim on me, so he can get bent. Speaking of bending things, I should make my diplomats work hard at getting some stuff. The Georgians rather like me, but they're only friendly with Trebizond, and I want that land of theirs. It's a bit easier to convert than these non-Christians. That can only make life a bit difficult by having a couple of subjects. I wish they integrated Bitlis so there was no fort there. In fact, they're working on it, and it'll be done in less than 3 years. If this war drags on, that might be useful. Yeah, my capital kind of needs to hold, though, so get to work, peons. Need one of these forts to fall to kind of crack open the insides of Kara. Actually, I need both of them to fall. However, much